what do I need to know about interest rates? You hear about interest rates, you see interest rates being advertised everywhere, and it can be difficult to understand, what's the difference between, that rate at 2.9 and that rate at 2.89 and that rate at 2.6. And so what I always say is that kind of the first thing you need to know about interest rates is that you may never ever know if you actually received the very, very best interest rate that's out there, because each bank offers interest rates that are competitive with each other. Some are higher, some are lower, but there's so many other things that can change the interest rate. Mortgage brokers, mortgage specialists can use their commission to buy down an interest rate, and today, because of the competitiveness of the residential mortgage market, that seems to be happening more and more and more. And so it adds, obviously confusion for you as the first-time home buyer trying to understand, well, what is the best interest rate? And if you look around the internet and kind of check out different banks and brokers, you might find that it's a little bit exhausting in terms of understanding, like, what is the best rate that I'm getting. And so we try to compare it to buying a car. If you took a Ford F-150, you'll find that prices are generally the same across the market. Different dealerships will offer you, though, different specials or different bonuses to encourage you to buy the Ford F-150 from their shop. And it's no different than the bank. In fact, if you paid attention to the news, banks are using the same taglines as car dealerships, like employee pricing. Banks are also going to offer you different specials or bonuses. You don't want any prepayment privileges? No problem, we'll give you a lower rate. You want to be able to pay your mortgage down quickly? Okay, well, maybe the rate will be a little bit higher. Do you need to go to a bank branch, or are you okay using a bank you've never heard of? Okay, no problem, that'll lower the rate. Oh, but are you closing in the next 30 days? Because if you are, we can get you a better rate than if you were closing in 90 days. So all of these things can be very, very confusing. Each bank kind of has a certain type of client that they want. Are you self-employed? Have you been employed forever? Are you a real estate investor buying rental properties, etc.? Each of the banks, they all have kind of a customer that they want, and so they structure and price their interest rates accordingly. And our advice to you, the first-time homebuyer in particular, is just to get a good sense of where interest rates are. Kind of know what the 5-year closed rate is, know what the 5-year variable rate is, kind of have an understanding of some of the other interest rates, so that when you get an interest rate, you can kind of, it hopefully would check out and make sense to you. But like anything, you've got to do your homework. We can help you with that. Simply visit emilynow.ca, register for an account. You can get some very basic information on interest rates and the interest rates that you'd be eligible for based on what we call an Emily score. You can send your request directly to the banks that match your Emily score. And your Emily score tells you, of course, how prepared you are to be approved, and then it also tells you which banks or lenders are even going to look at your deal. And so there's no cost to you for using emilynow.ca, and our team, of course, would be happy to help you. It's not just a website and a platform, but there's real human beings behind it. We have live chat, we have email, we have telephones. I think we got a fax machine kicking around somewhere, but we can certainly help you. So hopefully that helps you understand some of the things that you need to know about interest rates in general, and if you're a first-time home buyer, even more so. Do your homework, get a sense of where the interest rates are, so that as you go out into the market and talk to brokers, banks, and specialists, emilynow.ca, that you've got a pretty good sense of whether or not you're getting a good deal.